fanatics out there. Glad you are here with us for another edition of Gridiron Gab Pro Style, where we gab about all things pro football, from the scoops of the regular season to the scores of the postseason and the picks of the offseason. Let's start gabbing. Welcome back, fellow gabbers. Glad you could be back with us. I am Mr. Cee Low, joining you again, talking about the top stories as we are less than 3 weeks out, and tomorrow starts the finales of the NFL preseason. And as usual, we're not without any type of news. We've got the Jonathan Taylor saga going on, but tonight I want to talk about a situation that has Super Bowl implications involved in it. Most people would not think so, but Chris Jones is deciding he doesn't want to show up. And I'll just read you a portion of this article that says, Chris Jones has indicated via his social media that he's willing to continue his holdout from the Kansas City Chiefs until Week 8. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but Chris Jones is a huge part of what the Chiefs like to do and what the Chiefs proverbially do on that defensive side. He's arguably one of the best defensive players in the league. You know, he's considered a nose tackle / defensive tackle. And looking at what they have on the charts, that's going to be tough. I mean, they did draft Felix Uzama to go with the kid out of Purdue. He was great. He was great last year. We saw him at if you guys know, I'm a big Notre Dame fan, so I'm all aware of what Karlaftis can do. But at what Chris Jones has been able to do since he came out of Mississippi State in 2016 in the second round, this has been a guy that has been very good. He's got 65 sacks, people. This is coming from a defensive tackle, guys. I mean, he's been phenomenal the last 5 years. He's had 15.5 2018, and then he had 15.5 last year, en route to that big extension that he got a couple years ago, which is due to end next season. I'm pretty sure that this needs to be something that needs to get done. Because I'm going to be honest with you, the Chiefs are not going to win the Super Bowl if Chris Jones is not on the field. And I would venture to say if they don't get him on the field before Week 8, no Super Bowl. No Jones, no Super Bowl. Yeah, I mean, you're talking about a guy who is seeing the likes. Let's see. Yeah, he signed a 4-year, $80 million deal in 2020. Like I said, he has one season left on that. And you're seeing him push the envelope because you're seeing the extensions of guys like Dexter Lawrence and Daron Payne, who both signed 4-year, $90 million extensions. And the Titans signed Jeffrey Simmons to a 4-year, $94 million deal. And the Jets signed Keenan Williams to a 4-year, $96 million deal. And I would argue to say that of those 4 guys, and then include Jones has been the more productive one. He's been the most valuable to his team because a team that does not necessarily emphasize a lot of defense, which is the Chiefs, he's the best player on that defense. Hands down, he's the best player. So I'm of the essence that Kansas City needs to figure out a way to get this done, or they're not going to the Super Bowl. Now, I would even venture to say they don't go to the AFC title game. Jones is a major disruptor. He's very good at what he does. So definitely need to get that done, Kansas City. If you don't get that done, you can kiss your chances at a championship goodbye. But that's the big news coming out of Kansas City. And he's willing to hold out up until week 8. And I don't think they want that. I think they would rather have that. I think for Kansas City's purposes, and I know people will say, well, they could go 4-4 and still, win out. Well, judging by what Patrick Mahomes says, it sounds like he's kind of with him, but he's also with the organization in a sense. He says, I don't think anyone expected him not to be here now, but that's part of the contract negotiation stuff. I'm not looking down on him for anything like that. He has stuff that he's tried to get done that he feels like he needs to get done right now. I respect his decision, he said. He also goes on to say, I just try to stay out of it and just tell Chris that I love him and that whatever he does, whenever he does come back, he will be welcomed with open arms, and we know that he's preparing himself so that when he does get back, he can be that dominant player that he's always been. The thing is, a lot of these guys are getting their just due, and he's just another guy that wants his. And I think ultimately the Chiefs need to realize just how valuable he is and go ahead and give him what he deserves. But let me know what you guys think as Chris Jones is holding out. Look me up on Instagram at Mr. Cee Low, so you can see the other things that I'm involved in, whether it's Gridiron Gab Pro Style, Growlin' and Prowlin', or Gridiron Gab Triple Option. That's coming out soon, guys. I know I keep saying it, but it's coming. As well as Talk Like a Champion, the Irish Open this week in Dublin, Ireland, against the Navy midshipmen. So keep an eye out for all those things I'm doing. I will also have a poll on the Facebook page, Gridiron Gab. Hey, how many games will the Chiefs win if Chris Jones sits out 8 games? Let me know. And if you guys want to add something to the pie, please do so. But until next time, till we meet again, same Gab platform, same Gab channel.